Mr. Rao, the charge which has been laid by the opposition members, you have Tejashwi Yadav who says there are 303 Lok Sabha MPs just of the BJP. Do you mean that not one of them has any corruption taint, that they haven't seen a visitor from any central investigative agency in the last few years?
I think it's farcical that the opposition parties, which are the opposition leaders who have been in the dock, who are facing serious allegations of corruption, rather than offer any kind of statements in their support, they are only trying to take recuse in the fact that there are others. Whataboutery. This is what they are indulging in. If there are cases against any of our members, they have certainly not been, no one has been given a clean sheet. But there are no allegations against any member of parliament of BJP that I know of. If you know something, why don't you hold a press conference and talk about it? Who is stopping you? Why don't you go to the court and even seek inquiries into them? I think you have bundled crores of cash which is tumbling out of your flats. The case of Partha Chatterjee, the Arpita Mukherjee, I think you have so much muck on your face, and you know people are getting to really understand the kind of corrupt face of the opposition, and therefore you want to somehow, rather than give any statements in your support, you are only trying to make throw allegations or throw muck at the BJP. This is not going to work. Honorable Prime Minister is uncompromising against corruption. There is not an iota of charge of corruption against his government in the last 8 years, 8.5 years. I think you cannot match the integrity of the BJP and our governments, and you have nothing to offer in your support. In many cases, where people have been arrested, courts have denied bail because the material evidence against your corruption is so stark and so evident. I think opposition is only, trying to really fight back by only making counter allegations which lack substance. I think people of the country, people of the states where you really are in power, people expect you to stand up and say, what is this so-called victimization? You are caught with hundreds of crores of cash, gold, flats, and then you come out and claim that you are innocent. People of this country are not going to hear, not going to believe such cries of victimization.
Mr. Rao, I'll bring in Sushmita Dev as well as our JDU spokesperson, but I'll tell you, where the issue lies. They say it's the timing of it all. Look what's happening in Delhi. From the liquor policy, now suddenly a school scam is being discussed. JDU breaks alliance with the BJP, joins with the RJD. Exactly 3 days after that, there are raids. As I speak, I believe today Abhishek Banerjee was called in by a central investigative agency. The entire theatrics of what went down politically in Maharashtra is taking place, and the ED is calling on one of the key members of the Shiv Sena at his house. So the timing, they say, is suspect. And then many names from the BJP, the likes of Himanta Biswa Sarma, the likes of the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, Vyapam scam, and many others are being named and saying suddenly the trails on them have gone cold.
No, I think this is purely, I think nothing but politicking. The opposition does not have anything to defend themselves, and covered with this embarrassment, they are only trying to make completely fraudulent charges. There is nothing against the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh as far as any allegations of either ED or any corruption is concerned. This is only a figment of their imagination. I would like them to really answer as to why did they defend, why did the TMC defend Partha Chatterjee until it became so embarrassment and inevitable. And why doesn't Mr. Abhishek Banerjee answer question about thousands of crores of illegal coal scam in Bengal, near Asansol, where he seems to...
May I bring in, with your permission, may I bring in Sushmita Dev into this conversation?
Let them answer those questions.
Sushmita Dev, the BJP says you're making too much about the timing of it all, but look at your own, too rich to talk. Mounds of cash have come in from Partha Chatterjee, and the likes of Abhishek Banerjee are refusing to answer pertinent questions.
You see, it's very simple. Let me start by giving an example from Bengal. Shubhendu Adhikari is on video taking cash. Has the BJP investigated it? Today, there is an FIR that has been filed by a Jharkhand MLA to say that the Chief Minister of Assam is giving cash to purchase MLAs to dislodge the Jharkhand government. Has the ED or the CBI investigated anything vis-a-vis that? Today in Gujarat, there's a 6,000 crores coal scam going on. Everybody knows about it. Has the ED or CBI investigated anybody in the BJP government there? See, you want to make corruption an issue, that's fine. No citizen wants a corruption in this country. But BJP has created a astounding record of only going after everybody in the opposition. Vyapam scam, what will you investigate, Preeti, when half the witnesses have been killed? I don't want to get into who killed them. Entire nation has watched it. You keep talking about Sharda scam. What have you done? Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of Bengal, said, please do a time-bound trial and please tell us what's happening. Who are the people? Today, Sarbananda Sonowal, ex-Chief Minister of Assam, printed a booklet which he distributed in the Central Hall saying Hemanta Biswa Sharma has done the biggest scam of Assam, Louis Berger case. The moment Hemanta Biswa Sharma ji went to BJP, Sonowal ko to chup kara diya, BJP bhi chup ho gayi. There was no investigation. He became a witness in the Sharda scam. So see, you can fool people. You can keep saying Mamata ji is corrupt, RJD is corrupt, Congress is corrupt, everybody is corrupt. It is for people to see the kind of resources the BJP spends during elections. They have unlimited money. Where is it coming from? It's definitely not coming from Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah's savings. The money must be coming from somewhere. So please, if you are serious about corruption, प्लीज आपने गंदे गिरेबान में झांक के देखिए पहले, उसके बाद दूसरों को बोलिए.